What's on your mind today?
Hey, not too much, Tom. Hey, I'm in Canby, Oregon, the beautiful Canby, Oregon this morning, actually.
Oh, cool.
But, yeah, hey, I just wanted to say right from the get-go, because I don't want, to get slaughtered later, I believe in my mind this is all 100% Donald Trump's fault, the state we're in right now with a semi-war with Russia, all right? And I also think on the big macro view, you were totally right. But I think we are all, naturally so, getting caught in our feedback loops, our echo chambers. But I really wanted to draw attention to how dangerous the echo chamber on the right wing is, because it's dangerous for a lot of reasons. But the main reason is they are going to reverse it. They are going to reverse it 180 degrees, and we're all going to say—
They're going to reverse what?
Here's what they're going to reverse. They're going to go from their seeming admiration for Vladimir Putin's Russia to absolute mortal enemies. And, Donald Trump himself keeps saying it every now and again. No one was harder on Vladimir Putin than I was. He says that. And to us, it sounds ridiculous because we're kind of in our feedback loop.
Yeah.
But the thing is—
Well, they're going to make their turn, in my opinion. Dave, I don't disagree with you. And I think that the turn that you're going to hear from the Republicans against Putin, which, by the way, is not going to happen against Orban. It's not going to happen against Bolsonaro. It's not going to happen against, the new Italian prime minister. But it is going to happen against Putin. I think it's going to happen when Russia is very close to, when it is irrefutably obvious that Putin has lost power.
Well, the thing is what they both, what Vladimir Putin likes and what the Republican Party likes are illiberal, a facade of democracy.
Correct.
But the problem is, you have said it a million times, and I know last time I brought up Russia might disintegrate into warlordism, and that got on your nerves, and I understand why. Look, fascism, patriarchy, and authoritarianism, all that stuff has one major problem. And Mikhail Khodorkovsky said it best over the weekend. He said Vladimir Putin has literally put his life on the line. This may end in him being killed. And Mikhail Khodorkovsky is not the type of person that would, give credit to Vladimir Putin.
Right.
Vladimir Putin imprisoned him. The reason why is, in these authoritarian systems, it's in mammalian psychology, okay? When the alpha male fails, okay, all the blame. That's why Hitler, you've talked about it, Hitler killed himself in that bunker because he knew there was nothing else he could do. And this is why, like I heard David Petraeus say something extraordinary over the weekend, and I've known David Petraeus for years. And also my favorite general, I'm biased, is General Wesley Clark. What he said this morning was extraordinary. Wesley Clark actually said Americans are being fed an information operation. Okay, and I was like, wow, I can't believe you said that. And David Petraeus, when Breonna Keeler was asking him questions over the weekend, one question he even admitted was important. He would not let her get it. He would not let her get that question in. He just kept talking over her. David Petraeus is a classy guy. He never does that, Tom. The problem is Russia has been practicing tactical nuclear warfare as a response since 1999, and they're not doing it. They're not doing it. And what worries me, Tom, is when this patriarchal fascistic system in Russia collapses, all right, they will have no choice then. Vladimir Putin will see his survival linked to detonating nuclear weapons over what we call—
I think he's close to it. And right now you've got some major Ukrainian victories happening in Russian-controlled territory that is now, according to Putin, Russia. And he has said he will respond to that with nukes. And I'm wondering, is he just waiting for them to take a large enough territory and bring enough Ukrainian troops in there that they're sitting ducks for a nuke?
Well, what he's done, people out, like that one guy, he made me laugh. He said the Russians are torturing him, and they asked him one question: are you pro-Ukrainian? And he said, I am Ukrainian. Of course I'm pro-Ukrainian. They let him go. He was an older guy. They took his son. They are filtering out anybody that looks at the internet, Tom. They are trying to keep people that are irrelevant to their political aspirations. The Russians are. Now, pretty soon they are going to get fatigued with those. Vladimir Putin is going to get tired of those people, and he's just going to drop a nuke on them. And the problem is where is it going to go from there? We've had Russian and Chinese battleships massing off the Aleutian Islands. We do not know exactly when this thing collapses. And this is why I don't like the Republican Party and will never support the Republican Party. When these patriarchal systems collapse, calamity and disaster follows. I promise you.
No, it's always been the case, Dave. I mean, you know, the collapse of strongman leaders almost always leads to war. Dave, thank you for the call.